mira tú. Are we live on Budokai? We are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the second stream of this day. Are we in July already? July 20th? 2026? Let's put some work on this Doom. I'm titling it Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal. We all saw the Avengers trailer today. I didn't want to, but I did. And then I analyzed it. Then I watched it. Analyzed it again. And went, meh. What's going on, everybody? This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello. What's up, man? I think it's time for me to get some new Tezas. These paints are dying on me. Good. I need to get that tool that squeezes tubed paint. I'm gonna use. I got my metallic Artezas. I got my regular Artezas. I got my Winsor Newtons. I'm gonna use it all. Why not? But how's everybody doing while I get my stuff going? This white paint, it looks kind of gross, but I tell you guys, it is still wet from last week. So, shout out to the wet palette people. The wet palette people. Just trying to moisten up my colors here. Just making a mess as we go. All right. I want to do. I'm going to try to put in as much work today. I don't know if you guys can see. I was trying to show this on my last stream last week. The smooth textured gesso that I'm using leaves a shiny. You see that? That shininess to the palette. And it just stands out like a sore thumb when using gouache, because gouache is matte. I know I'm moving it around. You probably can't even tell what I'm seeing. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But it's driving me nuts, because all I see is blank spaces that are shiny. And it may look good for the metal. We'll see how that plays out as we move on. But I'm going to work on the background, try to remove as much of that shine as humanly possible, because it's driving me crazy. And that I do not like. So I hope you guys are having a good day. The clouds open up over here today. It was beautiful earlier. Not that it's not beautiful when it rains. But oh brother. Alright, so we're going to do some grays and blues. Greens here on the tunic. The hood is not going to be green. The tunic is going to be, that's metal collar. Metal and black, shadow, bam. So we got it. We're good. We good. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. It looks like it doesn't go. If you're using tubed paints, undo the tops away from your palette. You may end up putting paint crumbs on wet paint, and sometimes that's annoying. Or you'll do it over your canvas. I recommend you don't do that. Don't do that. Just get my blues. I kind of want to mix my own green, but not really. Triple A's feeling a bit lazy today. We are going to subdue that green. See how vibrant that is? I wish Arteza would give you some better would at least let you know what color it is. I think I did swatches. Let me get. That's Hemi. That's Arteza. So, I'm using pale green. I'm using yellow ochre. I'm using mid yellow. Black. I'm using what looks like cerulean and ultra blue. I'm not using the Prussian blue, which I like. And I got white and I got black. That's pretty much it. I got some burnt umber, I think, or what is it? That says burnt umber. I don't know what that is, guys. I'm sorry. And this might be crimson. And it isn't. The hell is it? Scarlet red? Okay. Don't trust the labels. Sorry, Tezza. You gotta do better. Be better. If you're better, we become better. Let's see if we can make some. Subdue that green a bit, shall we? I'm not looking for anything in particular. I just want to brush where I can mix my paints. This will do. I'm gonna add a little bit of the earth yellow to my green. And there's light on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm looking for not khaki, but kind of like camouflage green. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the black to dull it. Dull it. Gonna be my shadows, and we're gonna start working. Let's go. What'd you guys think about that trailer? What'd you guys think? The good thing about it, it made you ask questions, right? I was talking earlier about how there's no more mystery anymore. The movies reveal everything, or at least the most amazing parts, I guess, or the most anticipated parts now. Because how cool would it have been if you guys would have seen the trailer to Thor Ragnarok and you didn't see the Hulk appearing? But I feel like they do certain things like that because they don't trust the product. They don't trust their audience. That's my opinion. But anyway, it didn't reveal too much. It revealed a lot of characters, but it made you ask questions. Why? I'm going to add some of this gold into the tunic. And it's going to work as my highlight. You got to do some layers here. And then that's going to mix on the palette, on the board, my green. Giving it a more natural blend. This is more my style. That's too much green, peoples. It allows the colors to blend in a little bit better. And it provides gradients that you didn't really shoot for, but they appear. And it makes you seem like one heck of a painter, if you can pull it off. because the wet palette has kept my paints really moist, I could then do all my blending right on the on the canvas here. But if I'm not careful, I could risk muddying it up. But lucky for us, this is just the beginning. And I want to create some gradient blending before I put in some sharper shadows. And I mean, I'm trying to add looser brush strokes so it'll appear like fabric. And fabric usually has softer, depends on the type of fabric, right? Has softer shadows and gradients. And I'm cleaning my brush, even though I'm using the green and I'm going to go back with green, I'm cleaning my brush so that I can add richer colors. No test. All right. Excuse me again with that 4K nose whistle. Sorry, guys and gals. If you guys want a really great resource for wrinkles, dynamic folds, it's in the name. I believe is Hogarth's. Dynamic folds. He does dynamic hands, faces, figures, and especially when it comes to drapery, you have to check out his stuff. It's totally cool. I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to move over. You see this? I love this little highlight. That highlight is what's giving this that green, that earth yellow is what's giving me that color I'm looking for. So I'm just going to... So what I'm using is I'm using the yellow and the green to play off of each other. I'm using the yellow over the green if I want. More yellow, obviously. It's all about which one you want dominant. And I'm trying to find the folds. There's nothing here for reference that I can use. I don't have any green tunics. Do you guys remember a tunic? Every time I say the word tunic, you guys remember Cartoon Network had this, they had this thing years ago where they started showing the characters, the Hanna-Barbera characters and other characters as if they were living actors going to work. And they had like Thundar the Barbarian riding shotgun with Fred Flintstone and they're looking for parking. That type of stuff. And they did even a parody of Pulp Fiction with not Scooby, Shaggy. I forget the female that they used. Maybe Daphne was with him. I can't remember. Anyway, there's a scene with one of the barbarians, a caveman, enters into the into an elevator, and he ends up bumping into Fred Flintstone, and Fred Flintstone says something like, "Can he wear some clothes?" Because the barbarian or the caveman has just his his animal pelt. And Fred criticizes him for it. kind of calls him out in the elevator. So the caveman goes, "Nice tunic," to Fred. "Nice tunic. They sell man clothes where you buy that thing?" And I lost it. Anyway, there goes your little Memory Monday. your random memory for Monday. I'm introducing a little bit of black for the fold to increase the three-dimensionality of the folds here. I suffer those random thoughts every once in a while. They make me laugh. They make me laugh. I'm overpainting the green on inside here. A lot of this stuff you're not going to be able to see unless you have this thing in front of you. But the point is to add some dynamic shadows inside the tunic here. Because look at how small, how little the amount of paint that I'm using. Just adding a bit of black to the green, constantly just changing and manipulating the amount. But look how little that amount is. And because I don't have to dilute so much of it to keep it moving, plus I'm closing my container here, it still stays vibrant and true to the shades that I'm looking for. Even this early in the paint. Because as you know, gouache will dry darker or more matte. Darker colors dry lighter, and oddly lighter colors dry darker. I'm just going to add a seam here. I drew it and I want to make it keep it. Anyway. And clean your brush off, and even if you are using the same colors, this blending technique that I'm using will dull your colors, and I want to dull it a little bit more. And that green is a little bit different, but I'm okay with that. It still looks good. And if it's too, you see how it seems too overpowering? Just dry off. Remove some of it. I have a tissue over here. That's what I got over here. I just wipe it off almost completely, and it's still on your brush here. And I'm just gently going over it. One of the things I've learned so that you won't muddy your gouache, less brush strokes. Less and light. Like Heineken Zero. Heineken Zero, it's green. Now I have a base down here that's simple, easy, that I can keep mixing and building my green. It's gonna look great. Now I want to move over to the gold here. Now what I have is this. I don't know if I wanted this bright, but let's go for it. It's very comic booky, so why not, right? Don't make everything smooth, peeps. That was one thing early in my painting, and something that I still kind of like suffer from, is trying to smoothen up my painting. Let it show. I need something a little bit. I'm gonna see what's up with this metallic. Let's see. What do you guys think? Pearl Deep Brown. Well, snap. I'm winging this stuff. I don't know what it... It's watery. Ugh. I really don't know how this thing blends with regular gouache. I've used it before. We'll find out. It may lose some of its luster, but that's okay. That may or may not have been a good idea. It's too late to go back now. Or is it? I might need a bigger brush. But that paint was super thick. I'm gonna blend it in with some regular. It's super overpowering. I'm just gonna use some regular yellow, some medium yellow. Oh man, that's a different color. That looks like baby runs. That looks like what the world is suffering with right now. The white on my palette might be way too much, may have way too much water. Ah, that's not bad. I don't really care if it... I am trying to paint it in a specific way so that it doesn't look too smooth, so it'll look like it's brushed metal, whatever the heck he may have on. Make it look varied, man, right? That's what we're doing. Faking that 3D. Kind of works. I think the only thing I have to do is just keep building and adding highlights. That's gonna be a lot darker over here. That pearlescent with the regular color just really turned it into doo-doo. That is diarrhea. I should have paid attention to how I did this side. But that's okay. That metallic is dominant. I'm gonna have to let it dry a bit. They almost feel like two different paints. Kind of bananas. All right. Let's build on top here. What's up, JOM? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. That, yeah, man, that white, because it's been sitting here, it looks like the moisture from the wet palette has broken it down so much so that it breaks down every color. All right. I'm just mixing my blues into my grays just to give it a bit of cool atmosphere because everything is warm on Doom here. And this paint is juicy today. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it either. It's something though. I'm gonna need a smaller brush. The consistency really is kind of like throwing me for a loop here for a hot second. But I don't hate it. Not yet. Not yet. What's up, Omer? How you doing, brother? Dooms, dude said Dooms. His PJs say juicy on the back. Heck yeah. 100% Latverian. What's going on, Omer? What's going on, party peoples? Happy Monday. Do people still say Happy Monday? Hey, was that ever a thing? We'll make it a thing. I don't think I've ever experienced watching a trailer, an anticipated trailer, like the one that the Avengers Doomsday trailer here that came out today. By the way, in 3 hours, that thing had over 5 million views. That's nuts. But anyway, yeah. I don't get it. And it was weird because as I'm watching it, but is it me or did the trailer it didn't wow me? Did it wow you guys? And not to say that I'm not excited or that I didn't rewind it a few times to try to catch certain glimpses of what may what be. But for something that I've been trying to avoid spoilers and story updates, I watched it and I'm okay coming out of there going, what? But also came out of there going, okay. Alright. It seems par for the course in terms of Marvel. Now you gotta go. Now you gotta do it. No spoilers. I won't spoil it. But what happened was, JOM, what kind of a is supposed to tease, not wow? Yeah, I guess. Did it do either of those? I'm playing devil's advocate. I mean, like I said, it's not like if I'm not gonna go watch it. I just don't want to be. I also don't want to be in the showing where the guy yells, "Whatever it takes." Like keep that in your house, bud. You guys know what I'm referring to? There was a reaction. They has like all these reaction videos to Avengers Endgame when Cap picks up Mjolnir, and it had some dude yelling in the theater, "Whatever it takes." I don't want to sit next to that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Yeah, man, this paint is super juicy. It's supposed to tease not wow. If you want wow, try our exclusive Juicy Doom. Yeah, that's right. You're that dude, Omer. Whatever it takes. Oh man, boo that man. What's up, Ike? How are you? How you doing? How's everyone doing? We're just talking trash. I'm playing both because it looked great. I won't say any bits that showed in case you guys have not seen it. Omer haven't seen it. Hey, Ike, I know you was watching the World Cup, and I know you were saying that you was following your team, but you never mentioned what group that was. So, are we celebrating today, or what are we doing? Crazy game, though. Either way, crazy game. And that ending. Ike says he's just trying to find the motivation to draw. Is that type of Monday? I hear you, man. I hear you. Your squad got beaten in the semis. Okay, okay. Oh, so we celebrating then? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. JOM over here dropping ads. Bless you. Here you go. There's a gentleman here that says, if you want motivation, what is it? Set your clock for no reason, and don't be late. That's good. Yes, I like the Spanish. That Spanish team is pretty good. you yelled, that's America's cheeks. All right, I'm gonna use a square brush because I want to try to blend some of this thing here. Oh no, where the heck? My brush still had yellow on it. The hell did I use yellow? I know. I'm just using random brush strokes in case you guys are wondering what's going on. I'm just using random left and right brush strokes and varying pressure, and what that does is it'll allow the paint to dry organically. Hey Ike, I just saw something before I jumped on the stream. A tip for drawing people in a perspective with a shared horizon line, and it never dawned on me until the guy showed what he was referring to. So, in the horizon line, have everyone's a certain particular part. So, if the horizon line is in mid and it's supposed to be across the chest of a figure, have everyone, no matter how far or close they are to us, the viewer, the artist, have the horizon line go across or near the same part of the anatomy. So if it's the chest and the knees, the hips, the ankles, whatever it is, as long as everyone's that part of the body goes across the horizon line, it'll look correct. I'm sure I just butchered the way he described it and showed it, but I tell you, it looked good. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try it out and see if that works. See if it works. All right. All right, let's see if we can... I have space on the palette. Let's see if we can put some color. I like that doodle color. I'm going to put a little bit of this brown in here. And a smidge of that. Oh, see, man, this thing is drying up. What if they're flying? Eh, well, to each his own, bruh. He didn't cover flying. Hey, I didn't invent it, man. Don't at me. Don't at me, man. You tried it in the past? Was it in a scale of 1 to it works? Drawing a single person in a room is hard enough, man. So you know what? Forget it. Forget I brought it up. Bunch of meanies, man. But I got stuck when the people were sitting down or were not in the same height. So yeah, that's also, so that's one of the things he mentioned. I buried the lead. That if they're sitting, then yes, it'll be a bit difficult. But at least you'll have a base for the group, for the way they come out. That makes sense? No, that don't make no sense. For the thing, you know, the thing. Yeah, this paint is juicy today. Yeah, well, we do a lot of squid. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just an example. They're just rules, man. Just rules to we gotta at least know a little bit of the rules so we'll know how to break them. When right now I'm still finished writing it, so what I'm doing is like what I did this morning. I'm just gonna slowly just start creating the visuals for it. Because I didn't write them with a character appearance in mind. Which is, I guess, is weird. I was asking earlier if any writers ever done something like that. But I think you'll be seeing more and more as I create the characters and bring them to life. The story is about done, so I'm very happy about that. But you know how it is, man. When inspiration hits, you go for it. Today was one of those days. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and it's moving like gangbusters. So I'm trying to strike while the striking is good, while the iron is hot. Because, and I'm really not in a rush. I want to do it right. So, a ton of variables, man. But I think I'll probably be doing some of those showcasing a character once a week or so. Today was a character by the name of Dala, who is the mother of my heroes. Renee Machuca says hello, and I say hello back. How are you? And right now I'm generalizing the characters. Oh, that I have them in my mind generalized, and now I need to bring them to life. Renee says, I just finished the first half of my spread. I'm brainstorming ideas for the second half because I'm low-key stumped right now. Can you describe real quick what you're working on? I think the last time you jumped on, you was mentioning working on a 2-page spread. So, and that's cool. But yeah, there's going to be a bit. I'll show you the piece that I did earlier today. What I'm doing now is kind of like not minor characters. Again, my story is kind of small in terms of character count, but some are more important in appearance. That's right, a beach episode spread of my spider couple. First half took me a week. Spider couple. That's right. Yo, cloaks and hoods and tunics are such a pain. They don't make no sense to me. Also, when is men's fashion gonna bring back the cloak, man? A week to complete. A week to complete, she says. While that dries, because I'm trying to figure out here, that needs to be dark, it needs to be lighter, dark so it can pop, and then I'm going to just start adding a ton of black line art so that his face can show. But you see the shininess, you see how, yeah, okay, you might see some of it. See how there's a reflective nature on this? That's not intended. That's because of the smooth gesso that I use that I am not digging even though his helmet. So maybe if I finish adding some of the colors and textures to his cowl and the shadows, but I'm not digging it. So I'm going to be drawing all the way into those things. This is probably going to get a lot of glare. Let me see here. Yep. So what I'm doing now, I'm just drawing these characters and then just setting them aside. I didn't want to take it out there. That's Mom Dukes. Destined to become a Valkyrie. She is a restless spirit at the moment. It is what it is. It happens, apparently. Alright, what number is it? 7. Something smaller than that. And number 3. Number 2. Number 10. There's my brushes. Dang. Misplacing my brushes, y'all. Oh. Yep. Do they skip a number? No. I use a 5 all the time. Anyway, I guess we're using the 7. You see how inconsistent these, when you buy brushes that aren't very expensive. Whatever it takes. Whatever, man. You see how inconsistent? These are supposed to be round brushes. That's them dry. This one at least has somewhat of a round tip. But like, what the heck, man? Even if you moisten them. Nope. Anyway, this is the brush I was looking the whole time. So I use 5 and 7 a lot. They're the only ones that kind of retain that point that I'm looking for, and it helps me. Yeah, always around or on the floor. That's like summer teeth, right? JOM, some in your mouth, some in your pocket. I used to say that. That's why you mama got summer teeth. Some in the mouth, some in the pocket. This thing bothers me. This needs to be lighter. Right there. 6, 7. Come on, man. You're not a boomer, Omer. You can't be saying stuff like that. You can't be saying that stuff. Yeah, I don't know, dude. What the hell? Alright, let's go for it. Who cares? I'm just gonna draw over what I see here. I gotta tip the canvas so I can see the the unpainted shiny part. Here, I'm just using DW. How are you? I'm just using my brush and my paint as if I was inking, because it's been a while. I might switch to my number 5. This is my number 5. Way to go. I should be comfortable enough with this thing to kind of like paint and draw with it. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I was doing earlier on, I was making things a lot uncomfortable for myself. Removing certain parts of the creative process because, oh, that's not what painting is, you know, don't blah, blah, blah. Using techniques that you would use as an inker instead. Well, I'm neither. I'm not a traditionalist in any way. I'm just trying to make good art. Can be in here making the mid. Just do it. DW, you see that? DW working and enjoying the stream. Appreciate you, bud. You're the real hero here, man. I don't know why I don't do this more often. That's great. So the ending, you definitely was like, make it happen. You're not an X-Men fan? It's too late, right? Isn't it too late to be pandering to us X-Men fans? Like, they really couldn't just start over. You don't got to kill everything. You're gonna bring our heroes back so you can get. I'm assuming. I don't want to see that. Oh, hey, James Marsden, finally, Cyclops in his uniform gets crushed by a Sentinel. I'm assuming. Ain't nobody want that. Or do we? let it go. But that goes to show you that the people watching this stuff and it's like on the teat is us old heads, man. They are so old, aren't they? You see Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. Old goobers collecting checks. God bless them. We can't get nobody old. No old dude. We had McAvoy. He could have done something. JOM is losing it over here. But I appreciate it. Whatever it takes, JOM. Whatever it takes. How big does Doom's face have to be to fit comfortably in that suit? I'm asking for a friend. Some subtle shading right there. That needs to be lighter. Sorry. I keep bumping this mic, man. I really apologize. Making a mess. I need lighter. I think that white has so much water in it from sitting in this palette, that it no longer has a strong pigment. So it just breaks everything down. It's not to be composed torture and it's in the costume. Oh, you mean the mask? Well, I thought it got seared into his face. There's some storylines that it's seared into his face. Kind of like the way they did Destro in freaking G.I. Joe. What the hell? What a brain fart. So it's supposed to be uncomfortable. I figure. No wonder he's so pissed off. But it's kind of hilarious how the books treat him He is a villain in quotes only, honestly, because I don't think he's a tyrant to his people. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I got a bunch of the original. I got the collection of the original, the first few Fantastic Four books. As fun as cool as they are to look at, Stan Lee's writing is really tough to read sometimes. But it was a part of his. It was in the era of his time, I guess. Not trying to trash on the Grandpa Lee, man, Mr. Leibowitz. Yeah, man. I loved that character, Destro. I had his figure and the redesign with the golden faceplate that I did not. I'm like, meh. Not mine, Destro. There was a comic of the FF where they all die. Is that current? I know they like to disappear a lot. There's a book I read that I have current where the Fantastic Four, well, mainly Reed and Susan, disappear. Fake their own death, whatever it is, disappear, leaving Ben and Johnny. And they did it. They did it so that they can convince, in a half-assed way, so they can convince Doctor Doom to be the hero. And he falls for it. And I don't know how I feel about that. I liked the Susan or Sue. They're the same, man. The Jonathan Hickman? No. I always get these two mixed up. Yeah, Hickman. I get confused with Hickman and what's his face? Kirkman. Hickman had a great run. Where everything ends. It's supposed to be good. I didn't read it. I haven't been much of a current fan of the Fantastic Four. Or old. They just weren't my team. Those old squad just wasn't my... It wasn't my era of books. I appreciated them later in life. but not really. I didn't even like when they did the Heroes Reborn and Jim Lee was doing the books. I didn't even like those either. Yeah. Oh, Hickman. Okay, right. He did the. He also did House of X, right? That run with Krakoa and all of it. I didn't follow it either. It was just a lot of it's really convoluted. But his, I think it was him that did the Fantastic Four, where they had all the Dooms from different dimensions in the basement, lobotomized. That's great. Come on. I gotta stop buying better paints, man. The black I'm using, I bought it. Again, stop buying stuff that is inexpensive. You don't have to buy the best. You don't have to buy the most expensive. But once you start using the stuff that's inexpensive, you're going to realize why it's inexpensive pretty quickly. But I used to buy a tub of black Hemi in this size, and I can't find it anymore. It's inexpensive and it's really good, and this container holds for a long time. So I've had to buy this thing. It's cheap, inexpensive, and it's cheap in quality. Then I have some black acrylic, which I really don't want to mix with this. And then I have some black acrylic gouache that dries completely different. And it stands out like a sore thumb if you was to use it. It's super matte. But anyway, your boy gotta be frugal, because none of this stuff grows on trees. You think it shouldn't be discontinued, right, JOM? I mean, it's Hemi. Maybe the container. Maybe they figured just buy. Secret Avengers for a good run? Secret Avengers, yeah. That's not the Dark Avengers, no. Who was in the Secret Avengers? I can't remember. Again, if they're not selling it at Ollie's as a trade paperback, I ain't buying. Shout out to Ollie's. Yeah, you're right, JOM, but black and white gouache has to be the most sought after, because you blend it, you use it for everything, especially the white. We don't know, it's a secret. You think he wrote the Dark Avengers too? Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for swinging through, Omar. Appreciate you, bud. What's today? Monday? Tuesday? Monday? Tuesday? Monday. Appreciate you, brother. Have a bomb-ass rest of your day. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bomb-ass. There are certain things you just have to live with gouache, and it's just that matte appearance. But if you can live with it, you can get some really vibrant colors if you don't overmix as much as I do. Oh no, I could go over it. The most vibrant piece I've done so far using these gouache has been that Hulk. And it was because I didn't mix much when it came to his painting. But I do tend to overmix and overblend. Oh shoot, JOM, buy me some. you got the vendors on speed dial. You getting that doom juice. What the heck? On speed dial. That juicy doom. Georgia peach flavor. The D in Doom looks like the Batman Nightfall. It might be. This is a super generic font that I grabbed from Adobe. It's probably what? Impact? I don't remember. I'm sure some typography major heard me say that and just cringed. The hairs on the back of the head stood up. Yeah, this coming out, I can dig it. And it's gonna be rated R apparently. Not much violence in that movie. He gets his back broken, so is the rated R going to be an F-bomb? Maybe 2? You only need 2 F-bombs to be an R-rated movie these days. But I don't know, bud. They couldn't even do a joke, the Killing Joke, correctly. They couldn't simply adapt it. Gave Batman and Barbara Gordon a really weird relationship status quo. That's really like, that was so unnecessary. But I mentioned on somebody else's stream, on Mitch from Blood Force, he was doing an homage to the cover of Bane breaking this dude's back. This dude, as if we don't know, on Batman's back. But he used Juggernaut doing the back breaking towards Colossus. And it was cool, man. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to homage that cover, but I want to do it Kingpin to Daredevil. But now I don't want to. Ooh, you know what? I'm not gonna say it because I wouldn't put it past you guys to steal it. Yeah, and wouldn't that be terrible? You know what's funny, bro? I didn't get not one pang of sympathy when I was thinking about it. I just thought it would be cool, and now that you brought it up, that messed me up, man. Thanks, JOM, for speaking towards my conscience. No, I don't want to do it, and it's all your fault. Yeah. That's such a mixed matched rivalry, isn't it? But it's dang cool. At least my room is warm enough. I got my fan on, so my paints are drying pretty quickly, but it's not affecting the results so far, so it'll be Gouache. The one thing I really need to work on, and I mention it here as a way to be held accountable, is that I need to put more effort in some of my pieces. Not just some, all of my pieces. I'm trying to work like the people that I admire. So I gotta light the fire, man. Practice more, train more, cue rocky music, montage music. I really do. There's this thing here, as fun as it is, to get good at it, you really gotta go to town, man. You gotta do stuff all the time, learning all the time. I'm gonna use dark blue down there. It's not gonna work. Anyway, I mention it because I need to do it. I'm gonna light my paintings on fire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I gotta put the onus, man. The onus. Onuous. I need to put the onus on myself. But my friend, that's not a bad thing. Light it up. Not light them on fire. Literally. You think Kingpin chows down on $5 footlongs, man? Nah, yo. It's all those things. Yeah, I think the only thing that's missing is here sharper lines to make that helmet pop out. Get rid of all that shininess. Oh, did you see that in real time? The Butterfingers? Yeah. That way. Ouch. This is not too bad. I gotta figure out what color to put his words in. Gotta add some more dimension to his tunic. I gotta 3Dify these. I shouldn't do that. Those things there. But we cooking here, man. We cooking. All right, let's work on this thing here. That's pretty dark. Okay, that'll work for me. You see that all right? I gotta scooch it over so you can see it. Painting takes such a long time. Ike says, painting takes such a long time. I wish I get the patience someday to learn how to do it. Dude, you're doing it right now in grayscale. You really are. You mentioned patience. Every bit of me is fighting to just get this thing done. And I'm fighting that urge to just kind of like power through. but it can't be done. Who's he? But it can't be done, man. It just takes a bit. My first few paintings, no audience, that helps. You don't always have to do this stuff in front of anybody. But I tell you, bud, you're already doing it. It took me a long time to appreciate color, because I love grayscale and black and white. But for a long time, I used that as a crutch and a wall to not go into color. So, but I think you could do it, brother. I got you. I got you. I believe in you, brother. I think you could do it. J1 says, who is Doom giving the stinky eye? To all of us, man. He's giving the stinky to all of us. You could almost hear the Oh, man. We are his, not even uninvited guest. We are the ones that have overstayed our welcome. That's who we are. We criticize his charcuterie. Oh, somebody burning meat. I feel like it needs to drop, but I don't want to shrink his head, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Such a subtle hint. That was something I learned somewhere. Lines shouldn't go straight out. If you're gonna do a line that goes out of your frame, out of your whatever the frig we're gonna call this, out of the canvas, out of the page, out of the whatever, that it shouldn't go straight out. It should go either in a curve, downwards or upwards. It gives that sensation of motion or just dynamic. It might have been Bob Ross doing his mountains. You never want to do a plateau heading outside the frame. Something like that. May have been. I don't know. Who knows, man? I'm going to use some of this right here. Just want to give some rim lining here, like if there was a fire here or something. Maybe he just blasted somebody. That's what his boom bammer sounds like. Tone it down a bit. And I wanted to go into the. That's too much. Too much. Stars Dragon says, this is so underrated. I appreciate it. Are those compliments? But thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm going to have to put some dark around that again so I can tone it down. But I want that glow. I'm just messing with you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. Tell your friends. Tell them they're missing out. But if not, enjoy yourself. Tell me you had a fantastic time. Some glow. Add some of this under here. Add some glow. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I want to make sure that we know that he is scarred under there. Yeah, I know it's bright and I apologize. Hopefully when I start adding some of the other, you can still see some shininess, man. It's killing me, y'all. It's killing me. I don't know if there'll be much I can do. I don't know if there's anything I want to do. Lower my table. Be darker, and all I'm doing here is adding that little bit of red on certain spots, just so that everything kind of ties in together. That's a lot of. I didn't intend to have all of that in there, but it's too late. And I'm just using the same dark color on my brush. I'm going very light, and it's kind of dry to give the texture, that brushed metal look, that worn metal, and I want it to break and blend at the same time, if that makes sense. Adds a bit more texture, a bit more life to it, and I don't have any space. So I'm going to have to keep going. Trying to sell that illusion. The patina. Yeah, the patina. But that's more reflection here. And now, I'm going to close my palette. My fans are on because it's down south, so it's a bit warm. This is too hard right here, so I'm going to go into the black and then start blending inwards. I like to do that when I try to blend colors and merge colors. Let's see if I can pull it off here, because I don't want to lose all of the red, and I actually don't mind if it blends with the black to create a new tone. Then my brush is a little dry. I'm not going to use a wet brush. I'm just going to clean it. checking. I just want it a little damp. I don't want no running water. It's damp like that. It's going to reactivate some of the pigment, and it makes it easier to blend in, and the colors will merge into each other a little bit easier. And creates an interesting gradient. In camera, looks trash, but it's just because it's wet. See how that shine? It'll dry more matte, and if I have to, I'll just reintroduce some more black. On the furthest part. And just keep playing that until I get the perfect gradient that I'm looking for. This is a lot of mid. What it really needs a lot now is going to be some more white for the shine. This is too bright. Once I darken this, it should level out the tone on the helmet. From where my halo light is really giving it a bloom effect. I like these purples, man. Purple looks, and blues look great on reds. And then if you give a little hint of the green on the tunic, then you start adding more dimensionality. Light bouncing, things like that. Get some life into it. And this helps let us know that there is some light on the right hand side, his left, our right, a glow of some sort. So we're gonna do some light here, some light here, some light here. Where else? And just keep adding bits of detail. I might use a round brush and draw it in. I think it'll look cool that way. Maybe. Just need this more light. Let's see. So I'm just going to try to feather it down like I would if I was using brush. So what are we doing? This is the part usually that is the most tedious, and it's all the little intricate lines and details that most people really don't pay attention to or see. But you as the artist know they're there. And sometimes you get eagle-eyed viewers that notice it. And those are fun. When you don't mention it and they do. But the whole point is not to really... It's kind of an interesting thing. Trying not to bring too much attention to something. Make it seem naturally made. But also you want people to notice it. Like when you're making sauce and you don't tell people what's in it, and they go, is there garlic in this? You go, a little bit of garlic in there. Yeah, you can taste it, you can feel it. That's what we do. We add a little bit of garlic. That top line is too much, but maybe we can make it work. It's dark chocolate. That's the secret. Heck yeah, bro. Wait, what's dark chocolate? in the sauce. One thing I love about gouache that I've really been appreciating is that you hear a lot how you shouldn't go too far dark, too far light on any given part, except for the ending, right, of the painting. But I don't mind doing things wrong, half-assed or sideways. So do it however you want to do it. Paint however brings you joy. To me, sometimes I need to see a part of the piece to be overly rendered before everything else. Because I need to see the win. I need to see I need to see it. I need to have something to go after. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. I mean, painting is hard enough. It's annoying enough to have to go through so much of these tones and shades and line and then have it ruined near the end. Ow. But if I would have done a bomb-ass eyeball in there and I lost interest to the rest, then I can tell everybody that would listen, hey, it was an eyeball study. Know what I mean? Alright, where are we at? Got 10 minutes to go. The meat is running. Hey, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on this stream today. I really do. I'm just gonna keep noodling here. This definitely will not be done today. I think I have to do maybe another layer of some shading, especially on the tunic and on the bottom pieces, of course. So, on Wednesday, I'll be on, of course. Maybe, God willing. And I might do, either in the morning or in the evening, I'll do a workshop. It'll be on something. Maybe it won't be this. I don't know if I'm ready to do workshops on paintings, but I'll share as much as I can. You guys know how I roll. But we'll figure it out. There's no rush in this stuff. You managed to start a street scene? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Dude, and your work is really good. I am envious. I really am, and I'm not just saying that. The way you've been bringing life to your pieces lately, to those sketches, those ink sketches. I gotta ask you, are you ever gonna go back to pencil? Not that you need to, and I don't want to put that in your head, but party peoples, man, if you're not subscribed, if you're not following Ike there from Ike's Design, you're doing yourself a disservice. Classy dude, amazing artist. So, make sure you do so. Yeah, this thing is getting a little dull because I'm in my mids. I need to add a little bit more darker colors, and that's all gonna happen later. Plus, my colors have been been mingled so much. You'll go back to pencils at one point. I'm not telling you not to. If you're grooving If you, sir, are grooving on the with the pens, don't make me earwig you to go anywhere near pencils, man. You're gonna lose your mind that first opportunity to erase, though. It's gonna be like, I could have done this. It's so bright in here, you guys can't see any of the stuff I'm doing. Shiny teeth. I wanna be like Ike. You guys remember the Jordan commercials? You know, maybe it was a good thing that I did that Iron Man earlier this, when the heck did I do that? Last week? Rendering that metal helps. Yeah, there you go. Erasers are highlighters at this point, heck yeah. Well, party peoples, I really appreciate you guys. A few minutes left, but I'm probably gonna call it. Let the music play me out. I'll be, I don't know how much work I'll be doing this on today. Maybe not much or not at all. Maybe I'll just finish it up on Wednesday or even on Friday. We'll finish it till Friday. I want to do a workshop Wednesday. So if you guys have anything in mind, I was asked a couple of times about anatomy on today's drawing. So maybe we can mess around and do some more Loomis heads. The specific version of the helmet is just the Loomis head. I'm sure it is. What y'all know about the rub and smudge? But yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do some Loomis, we'll do some figure, we'll do some shape drawings. Maybe I'll draw another character from my story. Who knows? Sleep in fear. Live in fear, guys. But have a fantastic rest of your night. This is Arch of the Round Table. My name is Mello. God bless you, love you, mean it. And until next time, I will draw you later. Bye.